What's up, SBR Forum? Jordan Sharp here with your Game 3 NBA Finals recap. Once again, the Miami Heat held on for a victory, 91-86, to take a 2-1 series lead. Game 4 is Tuesday evening, and will also be in Miami. And a couple things to note from Game 3. Once again, Kevin Durant was in foul trouble all game, which really killed the Thunder. And the Thunder really never seem to get it going again. They have yet to play 4 straight quarters of really good basketball in this series. They seem to just be very sporadic. Pretty typical of a young team that we're seeing. And Miami looks like the more mature and more focused team. And it's really hurt the Thunder. The Thunder were playing close throughout most of the first half and played pretty well. They didn't get down to a big deficit like they were, but in the third quarter, they came out and started playing really well, and they built up a 10-point lead, but Kevin Durant got in foul trouble, and it was all over. They just started, jacking up bad shots, turning the ball over, making terrible fouls, and that lead quickly dissipated, and we've seen from this whole series that the Thunder seem to play better with their backs against the wall, and well, they're down, but they just dig themselves into these holes, and they can't get themselves out of it. I mean, Miami didn't even play that well. Miami played a pretty average game. The big three combined for only 38% shooting from the floor. LeBron James had a good game, but it wasn't great. Dwayne Wade was only 8 for 22 shooting, and the Thunder didn't play bad. Russell Westbrook didn't have a very good night shooting. James Harden was pretty bad, I guess. But I guess now Game 3, the line has actually shrunk a little bit. The Heat are favored only by -3.5, and I'm very interested to see how the money is dished out for this game between now and tip-off tomorrow night. Right now, my early lean, call me a little crazy because I know that game was way under, but it was kind of a fluke because there were just a lot of turnovers on both sides, and both sides really didn't have that good of shots throughout the whole game. Miami, especially in the second half. But right now, with the total dropped a little bit to 191, I have a feeling that this one's going to go over, and I'll tell you why. Once again, like I said, Oklahoma City seems to play better with their backs against the wall, and I think they're going to come out and play better offense. They had a pretty good offensive sequence basically for 3 quarters of Game 3 until that fourth quarter, and then they kind of fell apart the last half of the fourth quarter. And I also think that Miami will shoot the ball a lot better. The big three will probably play a lot better than 38% shooting. So right now I'm kind of leaning the over. Keep an eye out for my official pick tomorrow. The spread, I got burned on it last game. I had a small play on the OKC money line, and I had them plus 4.5. It looked really good for most of the game until that end of the fourth quarter, but it wasn't meant to be as they lost by 6 points. I might put another small play on the Thunder money line because here's why. And I know a lot of you in the forum, are already writing off the Thunder, even though the Miami Heat still need 2 wins. I think most of you seem to think that it only takes 2 wins to win a finals, but actually it takes 4. You should check your math. So you might need to go back to school and get a little refresher course in basic math that you do need 4 wins to win a title. However, I know a lot of you seem to think that Miami's just going to sweep home and that's just the way it's going to be, but I'll tell you why I don't think that's going to happen. It is so hard to win 4 games in a row against the same team, especially at this level of the NBA playoffs. You have a better chance of cashing in on a scratch-off ticket than the Miami Heat have at winning 4 games in a row. The only team, the OKC's done it this season, so it's not impossible, and there have been a few sweeps as we've seen, but the Heat couldn't even beat the Knicks 4 games in a row, okay? They lost 2 games to the Pacers. They're going to lose 2 games at least to the Thunder, and I really think at least one of them. All the Thunder have to do is win 1 game here in Miami, and I think Game 4 might be it. We'll see. I think that this series is going to be tied up after Game 4, but right now, that's my early lean. Check out for my official picks tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow for Game 4 of the NBA Finals.